Hi, it's Bill, and this episode of Body Talk is about frozen shoulder. So Nicole from Boca Raton, Florida, wrote in and said, "My doctor told me I have a frozen shoulder. I just want to know what that is and what to do about it, more importantly." So our little bony guy here is a really good thing to look at to try and tell you how the arm works. This is your arm bone. This is what's called your acromioclavicular. They move in different motions, and they're supposed to stay separated. In frozen shoulder, the capsule that surrounds this, the really strong fibrous capsule, starts to shrink and it pulls that bone into this shelf. The problem there is you have four tendons of your rotator cuff muscle that goes in there. When that capsule shrinks, it pulls the head of that humerus into there and pinches it all. This is a problem because they start to get worn out and that can end up in a shoulder. So for frozen shoulder, our idea is to thaw it out. Thaw it out through gentle stretching, some heat, maybe anti-inflammatories, but always ice at the end of your day to calm down any inflammation. So we're going to go through a couple of stretches, a couple of strengthening exercises, and a couple of ways that you can relieve the symptoms of frozen shoulder. The capsule that surrounds your shoulder is really strong. It's made of fibers that go in all different directions. If you've ever taken the skin off a golf ball, you've seen inside is a bunch of rubber bands that go in all different directions. That's what gives it the strength. But it also makes it inherently hard to stretch. And I'll show you a couple of ways to start to stretch that, keeping in mind that it should be pain-free. No sharp, no stabbing, or no pinching. So we're going to stretch the capsule in a couple of different directions. And the first one's called the anterior capsule, the front. All you're going to do is lie down onto your back. Try to get your elbows right underneath of your shoulders and then hang. So you're not trying to hold yourself up. You're trying to let the weight of your body just hang. You can take those elbows back further as long as you don't have sharp, stabby, or pinchy pain, and you'll hang here for about 10 deep inhales, 10 slow exhales. That breath is really important because it helps to calm the central nervous system, which relaxes the muscles and allows you to get more of a stretch. The second one, you just roll over onto your belly. You keep your elbows right underneath your shoulders, and again, you hang. You're not trying to hold yourself up, you're trying to hang there. You can read a book, you can watch a television show. If it bothers your neck, then bring your neck into a neutral position and just let your body hang. This is stretching the posterior capsule and the superior capsule. So these are meant to be gentle with no pain. You can also do that in sitting. Just take your arms behind you, hang on them. You don't want pain with these. It's about breathing and it's about holding it for a period of time. Stretching that capsule and the rotator cuff muscle is a really easy thing to do. One of the tips that can make it even easier, put a hot pack on your shoulder for a couple minutes before you stretch. Some people like to do these in the shower with just hot water hitting their shoulder. Helps to loosen and relax. You can take a pole. This is just a piece of PVC. You can use a yardstick. You can use a golf club, whatever you like. Put it between your hands and then use your good arm to help stretch that bad one up to the side, only to the place without pinching or pain. And make sure the shoulder doesn't pull up towards your ear. You keep that down and away and then bring it down. I always suggest people do both sides, even if you're not having a problem with the opposite side. You want to keep balance in your life, taking it up and out to the side. You can use that pole to help you come up into flexion, pushing straight up into the arm, keeping your shoulder blade down and away and avoiding anything that feels like pinching or sharp pain. The next one, you take that pole, bring it behind your back. The wider you hold your hands, the easier this will be. So as you go along, if you need to progress it, just bring your hands closer together. Hold that pole of whatever sort you have and start to push it away from you, behind you. I always like to move with exhales. That's using the breath to help calm the central nervous system, which helps relax the muscles. 10, 15, or 20 of these is a good idea, a couple times a day. The last one, try to slide that pole up your back. These are all the motions that your shoulder is supposed to make, and they should be gentle, keeping pain as your guide. If it's sharp, stabby, or pinchy, cut it out. You can get your house cleaning done at the same time as you stretch your shoulder. Take a towel, put it on a table, and gently slide forward, bringing that arm out to where you feel a good stretch, no sharp, stabby, or pinchy pain. Keep that shoulder down and away and allow your shoulder to stretch. 10 deep inhales, 10 slow exhales. Do it 2 or 3 times. Bring yourself up, stretch it back out. The next one, take that towel on your table, your counter, slide it back and forth like a windshield wiper. Keep that shoulder down and away from your ear and be mindful of a pain-free motion. If you turn that chair to the side, you can do a slide out. Hold it, deep breaths, slow exhales. Find ease and bring it back up. You can do the same windshield wiper motion, side to side to side. You can do circles, facing the side or facing forward, just gentle movements. You do these a number of times through the day. You try to get that shoulder moving gently, and you'll thaw out that frozen shoulder in no time. Remember, ice after any of these exercises calms down irritation and any kind of inflammation you may have been creating during this time. So take care of that frozen shoulder before it becomes a bigger problem. I hope you found this information helpful. If you have, give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and share it with a friend that you think might find that information helpful. We're all here to help to try and get you a better and more pain-free life.